Hey Baylor family, I have Ulab here. I'm really excited about some of the things that they're doing. Like, I get really into in-office aligners. It's one of my passions, and some of the stuff that they're coming up with is pretty incredible. I think it's going to be something that'll really change all of our practices. So I'm going to turn the time over to them for a second. All right.
Hello, alumni group. Thanks for being here. And if you could join us personally, I'm happy to connect with you digitally. I'm Michelle, and I work with Ulab. I wanted to let you know that we just came out with an amazing new release, our 6.0 release. And in that release, we've enhanced our artificial intelligence. And we've also now have a one-touch bracket removal tool, which is amazing for finishing cases. Our new artificial intelligence allows you to treatment plan your cases in about 10 minutes or less. And we have also launched our custom branding, which will allow you to put your practice logo on the aligner box you give your patients. And we're the only company that does that. Our turnaround times are 3, 5, and 10 business days, so you can get those aligners back in your practice very quickly. I'd now like to turn it over to Jeff Nolte, who handles the North Texas area, to talk a little bit more about pricing.
Yeah, so we have a very simple pricing concept. It's $2.50 per STL file export to your printer, and there's a maximum on that of $1,200 per month. And if you didn't want to do any 3D printing, or you want to share some of that manufacturing with us, we have a facility out of Memphis, Tennessee that can manufacture aligners, and we charge as low as $19 per aligner, with a cap of $9.50 per patient. So you just pay for the aligners as you use them. And we also have a promotion for a very short amount of time that they're $15 per aligner, which makes it very, very affordable.
All right, so I'm gonna just chime in here because some of that stuff you all said I thought was really great. One of the things is the AI part. Those of you that are starting to align your own teeth, and when you use a lot of the software and you're lining it from scratch, it's a beating sometimes aligning teeth. Like if there's a lot of rotations, because you're just moving things around and getting rid of all the IPR, there's just some things where it takes a lot of time. So if there's a way even to shorten some of that, I think the AI could be a game changer. Removing braces, right now I do that and we have to use Mesh Mixer, but it's a second program that you have to go to. To have all-in-one program, I think that's great too. And then the custom packaging. So let me show that real quick. So I make my own packaging. Any of that's been on my site, but to do that, you have to buy like 10,000 boxes. I mean, for the bags I use, No, I have to buy 1,000 boxes, but to get the bags, I have to buy 10,000 bags. I mean, everything is like you have to buy in huge bulks. And eventually I burn through it, but it takes a while. To just have it built in like that and to make it custom, I mean, I think that's a pretty sweet deal. So something to think about when you're doing your own aligners. And then, looking at the cost for how much it costs aligners, most offices I've seen, the cost ranges anywhere between 15 and 20 or more. So to be around 19 or less than $20 to have another company do it for you, especially if you are just starting into the in-office 3D printing, that could be huge to get you to a point to where maybe you could do it yourself, or you may find, I'm just fine having them do it. And the caps are what I think sells it, because if it was $250 per model print, forever, that would maybe not be ideal, but to have it like cap out at, it was $1,250? 1,200?
Yep.
And then a cap on the number of aligners, both of those make this, I think, really appealing, at least to me. So something to look at, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to experience it.
Thanks, guys.